Over-the-counter herbal supplements are extremely popular in the U.S. A trade group for the $32 billion supplement industry says almost 70% of American adults take them. But now more evidence shows these products can interfere with prescription medications used to treat everything from cancer to high blood pressure. WSJ Assistant Managing Editor Laura Landro joins us now to tell us more. Laura, it's so nice to see you.
Nice to be here.
Do most people who take these supplements, and it seems, according to these studies, that most Americans are taking them,
right,
do they discuss them with their doctors?
Well, the trade group actually says, 70% of them do, but in fact, a lot of studies show that they don't tell them, and doctors sometimes don't ask either. So they don't even know what these people are on, and they're sort of not really figuring, they don't even need to tell their doctors, it's not a prescription, I don't need to talk about it.
Right, and so how closely are these interactions now being studied, and how dangerous can they potentially be?
Well, for the average person who's walking around deciding I'm going to take a little herbal to see if it makes me feel better, it might be in your head, or it might be just something you read somewhere, you still have to think hard. What am I on that's a prescription medication? Because these are metabolized in the body the same way, and the herbs and botanical supplements can interfere with the way your body metabolizes drugs. So you either get too much or you get too little, and you're not getting the effect, or you're getting a toxic effect. And that can be very dangerous.
Absolutely. Let's talk about some examples. For instance, a group of herbal supplements known as the 4Gs are extremely popular.
Right.
What can they interact? What are they? They're ginger,
garlic.
Right. Garlic, ginseng, and ginkgo. And
ginger.
And ginger. And so what interactions can they have with certain medicines?
Well, they can interact with chemotherapy drugs. They can cause insulin to be, modulated differently than it is with your medications. They can do things with anti-clotting medications. People are on blood thinners to make sure their blood doesn't clot. So they can interfere with the way all of those drugs work in the body, what they call chemotherapy. People think, garlic. It's one thing if you put it in your spaghetti sauce, but if you're taking concentrated capsules of it, day after day after day, that can interfere with all kinds of things.
So you need to definitely talk to your doctor about those. Now,
absolutely.
What about two other popular supplements, St. John's wort and echinacea?
Well, St. John's wort is one of the ones that's sort of the big red flag that a lot is actually known about. They found that it interfered with the drugs people take for HIV/AIDS. They found that it can prevent contraceptives from being effective. Again, it can give problems with the bleeding disorders, with clotting drugs and things like that.
Contraceptives?
Contraceptives.
Wow.
It can make your contraceptive less effective. So it doesn't work.
No, absolutely. And what do mostly people take echinacea and St. John's wort for? I know echinacea helps you fall asleep.
Right. Well, echinacea is supposedly warding off cold and boosting the immune system. St. John's wort, for example, people might take because it's supposed to have antidepressive effects. Well, if you're also taking an antidepressant, you can have terrible things happen as a result.
Absolutely. Now, there are so many supplements, so many medications. It seems almost impossible to keep track of all of them. Is there a central place people can go and check out their herbal supplements versus their medications?
Right. Well, you could look for interactions. You can go on Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center has a very good website, about herbs.
Yeah.
Herbs. Anyway, and you can also go to the National Center for Complementary, or actually it's now called the National Center for Natural and Integrated Health, I think. Anyway, NIH, National Institutes of Health, has a website that is focusing exactly. They're putting millions of dollars into research on this now. Centers around the country are looking into these interactions between the conventional medicines and these natural products.
So much more attention is being paid.
Much more attention, yes.
All right, Laura Landro, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.